Isabelle first noticed it on the third night. She had spent the past few days settling in, unpacking boxes, adjusting to the creaky floorboards, learning the rhythm of the quiet building. The apartment was nothing special, but it was hers, and that was enough. Still, something felt off. It wasn't anything obvious, just a strange unease she couldn't quite name. The way the shadows stretched a little too far in the evening light. The way the silence pressed in a little too tightly when she was alone. The way the bedroom, out of every room, seemed reluctant to feel like home. Then one night, she spoke. She had been brushing her hair, standing near the mirror, when she muttered absently, "I should really get out more." And from the empty air, something whispered back, You should get out." At first, she thought she had imagined it. She stood frozen, staring at her reflection, listening. Nothing. A trick of the acoustics, she told herself. The old walls carrying sound in odd ways. Still, when she spoke again, she did it carefully. "Hello?" Her own voice came back, just a fraction of a second delayed. Hello? It was just an echo. That was all. That had to be all. But then, the changes started. She would say, "I'm exhausted," and the voice would respond, "Rest." She would sigh, "I don't know what I'm doing," and the voice would whisper, Then let me help. The voice was learning her, adjusting, twisting her words into something else. It had stopped being an echo. Now, it was answering. The night stretched long, filled with whispered tests and growing dread. She had stopped dismissing it. She knew now something was here. And then one evening, as she absent-mindedly reached for the kettle, she said, "I think I'll make tea." The voice came back, soft as breath. You'll spill it. She paused. A warning? A threat? She could change her mind, could prove it wrong. Still, half an hour later, the mug slipped. Scalding hot liquid burned her wrist. Her pulse hammered. The voice had known. She started researching, digging through the apartment's past, searching for an explanation. That's when she found the name. Lillian Maynard. A woman who had lived here 32 years ago. A woman who had disappeared without a trace. No forced entry. No struggle. Just gone. Then the voice started asking for more. Place your hand against the mirror. She refused. Stand in the corner at 3:07 a.m. She stayed on the bed. The requests came, one after another, simple, harmless-seeming actions. She resisted every time, until the last request. That night, she was exhausted. Sleep had been elusive, slipping through her fingers night after night, leaving her with a dull, hollow weariness. She sank deeper into the mattress, limbs heavy, thoughts swimming in thick fog. Somewhere in the haze of half-sleep, she heard the whisper, Say the words. She barely registered it. Her mind drifted in murky half-thoughts, the weight of fatigue pressing her down, making everything feel soft, distant, unimportant. Say the words. A pause. She was too tired to think, too tired to fight it. The words left her mouth without her meaning to speak them. I hear you. The air shifted, not violently, not suddenly, just a faint, sickening sensation, like the world tilting slightly out of place. A rush of vertigo without movement, a quiet displacement like falling without falling. She breathed in, or tried to. Nothing happened. Then, from across the room, a voice whispered back, not hers, someone else. And yet, her own words spilled from their mouth. I hear you. She realized then, All at once, what had happened? She had not been speaking to a ghost. She had been speaking to someone before her. Someone who had once stood exactly where she had stood. Someone who had been trapped, and who had needed another person to take their place. The morning came. The apartment was quiet. Weeks later, a new tenant arrived. He unpacked quickly, filling the space with familiar comforts. One evening, as he stood near the mirror, stretching his arms, he muttered absently, "I should really get out more." And a voice echoed back, softly, familiar, but it was not his own. She had become the voice. She had become the echo, and she knew sooner or later she would do the same to him, because there was no way out.